What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mind Body Attraction. In this episode, we're going to talk about no contact is a test of strength, and aka like breaking up is a test. Why is this the case? Why does this matter? Why is this such a big deal? Females, like I said in one of my previous videos, look for the strongest mate. They look for the strongest person of the pack. They look for the strongest male that they can find so they can pass on their genes, you know, and so on and so on. That's what we're here for, right? When a man starts acting funny, he starts doing things wrong, starts doing things fucked up, the female will leave and break up with him or say I need space and shit like that. Really, all that really is, it's like the biggest test of all of them, right? I'm watching a hockey game over here, so you might see the light flash in my face. It's the ultimate test. It's the ultimate, like, what are you gonna do in this situation if? So what you gotta do is when you hear them break up, like when you hear those words, you have to accept it and be like, cool. As if you already have another girlfriend lined up. Even if you don't feel this way. If you are crushed, that's probably normal. Like, that is normal, right? That's something that people go through. But you have to act like you don't give a rat's ass, okay? You don't give a fuck if she leaves you. Or if he leaves you, because if you beg and plead and all that, they're just gonna be like, you're not strong. I'm gonna find somebody fucking better than you. When somebody reaches the point where their attraction level is low, they don't really care about your emotions anymore at that point. They're like, I'm not really that attracted to you anymore. I'm not really... History matters, but it doesn't matter. And females are always gonna seek out the strongest male. This is why you have to be strong. This is why you have to be in your masculine at all times. Not her goofy fucking friend that makes jokes and cracks fucking goofy jokes with her. You have to be charming, funny. You have to be reserved and just don't say so much shit. I always say when it comes to women, less is more. Less is always more. The less you do, the better it is for her attraction level. Always be thinking to yourself, will this increase my attraction? Through everything you do. Everything. Now, if you've been making her meals, if you've been doing things like all the time and she hasn't returned that, don't do it. And females are going to bitch and complain about this because they're like, well, what if he's just, you know, what if he's just being giving and all that? It's like, no. Like, you have to reciprocate shit like that, right? It's much better if she's going to be doing most of the pursuing and all that, and you kind of just give her little bits. That's how it's supposed to be. A little bit of her doing a little bit more than you, okay? It's a lot better that way for you, for the fellas. Now, if you have already been begging and pleading and doing all this, it's only going to make it worse, and you've dug yourself into a hole. What'll end up happening is she'll eventually block you, and she'll eventually just tell, like, she'll make you leave her life. She'll make you back off so far that you're like, okay, like, you're not gonna have any way to contact her, and she'll put so much space between you just so she can have her space. Notice how much that matters. Her feelings always matter more than yours. Her space matters more. How she feels always matters more, because that's how they operate. Okay, that's their operating system. So if she's feeling like she wants to push you away, she'll push you away quick. Sometimes women will do this just to read what you're doing and how you're going to react. Sometimes women will do this just to see how you're going to do it. So when I do my coaching sessions, this is something that comes up quite often. Like I always ask them, what did you say and how did you act when she broke up with you? Like most of the time, almost every single time, every guy was like, yeah, you know what? I was pretty needy. I begged, I cried, I pleaded, and basically and they didn't do anything right. And all that did was validate her already brewing up. All that did was validate exactly what she thought of you in the first place. Because when your attraction level drops, she already thinks that you're not as strong and confident as she thought you were in the first place, right? So she's gonna do this just to see how strong you really are. Women just are not attracted to weak men. They're attracted to strong, confident men who know what they're doing, who know how to treat a woman. They know exactly what they're looking for in life. And if you beg and plead, it just makes you look like you need her in your life. Okay, so this is just a test. Like, sometimes if you fuck up real bad, then all she's looking to do is leave you, which maybe you deserve it. But I would say like 80 to 90% of the cases, it's just a test. And she's only doing this just to make sure that you are that strong, confident man. And if you back off correctly and you give her space and you're like, fine, all right, have a good day. And you know, just walk away. Just walk away. And the worst that'll happen is she moves on and you'll just find somebody better anyways. It's just like, honestly, like there's so many people out there that you can date. There's so many. There's nothing that can, the only person that holds you back is you. So let me give you guys a little bit of good news. So if you do this the right way, if you back off, leave her alone, give her space, don't contact her, let her come to you, she is going to reach out to you eventually because you're strong. They react to strong men naturally. They're going to be like, oh, like I miss him. There's something about him, blah, blah, blah. She'll reach out to you. And that's when you can take your opportunity to be like, hey, like, let's go on a date. Like, what's going on? How are you? Don't bring up the baggage. Don't bring up how you felt. Don't bring up, you hurt my feelings so bad. Because you should be on you should be on your purpose. You should be on that first. And if she leaves, so what? You have this awesome life that you need to be living, okay? So doing this the right way is crucial. Because if you fuck this up, it's just going to put that nail in the coffin, okay, guys? She will even come back more attracted to you. That's the fucked up part. Like, if you do this right, she'll be like, wow, like he is actually very strong. I should not let go of this guy because he's acting exactly... She'll just be attracted to you. You won't be repelling her anymore with your shitty, needy behavior. You'll be acting like a strong man who doesn't give a fuck. And he's just like, oh, cool, bye, or hi, take it or leave it attitude. And if she comes back more attracted to you, that's a bonus for you, right? And so many guys get hung up on the wrong things. Like, oh, you hurt me so bad. Oh, did you... what were you doing while we were apart? It's like, what were you doing while we were apart? You know what I mean? Like, you need to be focused on way more shit than just your woman, okay? Just remember, always be watching her actions. Always be watching what she's doing instead of what she's saying. Because when she reaches back out to you, this is her way of saying, okay, like I wonder how you are. Are you, like, what have you been doing? And then you can use that opportunity again to reach out to her and say, let's go on a date. Let's meet each other. Let's what's going on? Then actions from there. How is she acting? Is she touchy-feely? Is she all over you? Is she making sure that you're like, women, when they're in love with you and they're really attracted to you, they are sweet. They're caring. They're kind. And that's what all you men that get broken up with remember when she leaves you. But there is shit about your women that you're like fucking sick of 100%. I know this because I've been there. Okay. But all you guys remember is the shit. Here's a coaching guy right there. There's all you guys remember is the good shit about her. The sweet, kind, caring, lovey. Oh, she licked my asshole. That's what you guys are remembering. Instead, you have to remember the good things and the bad things. When you're going through a breakup, remember the bad shit as much as you can. Write them down. A lot of them are red flags. I hear this in my coaching calls. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. It's like, shit, you guys, like, love blinds that shit, right? Infatuation blinds that shit. And you guys need to make sure that you're paying attention to those red flags and what they're doing in their actions. Actions always speak louder than words. Everybody knows that. But everyone tends to forget that this matters when it comes to relationships. It's like the infatuation and love it completely clouds exactly what you're supposed to be looking. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to look out for yourself. Women are more attracted to men who have their own path laid out. They're a little bit more selfish. They're going after their own goals. They're more attracted to men like that because they feel safe and secure with them. Okay. It's just nature. Start acting safe and secure. And if you have a problem with this, reach out to me in an email or book a coaching call with me on my website, powerfulrelationships.co. There's a little menu bar at the top. Go up there and book the session there. Now, that being said, that's it for this video. It's just a test, guys. Pass the test and you'll get her back in your arms, okay? And I cannot give you 100% certainty that she'll always come back. Everyone's looking for that answer. I have two guys in particular that are messaging me. They're like, you think she's going to come back? This is no knock on you guys, okay? I'm not making fun of you. It's just, You guys are so wrapped up on the outcome instead of just living your process, living the life as a process instead of an end game. Life is a process. Life is always about progress and shit like that. Make sure that you're doing big things, because when those big goals are met, you're going to be happy that you did them. So make sure you're working on your purpose, getting your money right. Okay. That's what you should be. When you got money, you can travel, you can take care of your health better. You can just do things other people can't do, and you'll be satisfied, because when I do this, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I live for doing business stuff, this stuff. Okay. Helping you guys is huge for me. That makes me happier than my woman does. That makes me happier than anything else is helping you guys. And it sounds messed up because you're making money from this and stuff like that. The reason why people charge money for doing this is because if I gave this information to you for free, you're not going to listen to it as much. You're not going to follow it. It's a fact of life. People don't value free shit. They just don't. Sorry, they don't. But when something is earned, if you book a call with me and your life changes down the road, I'm satisfied, and now you're satisfied. And now your relationships are always going to be on point and key. This is what you guys need to be living for. And people underestimate how powerful and how quickly I can change your life if you just follow some shit, because what you do here will follow into other parts of your life, and you're going to be happy that they did. Done.